The Iron Sentinel. The ground trembled beneath Abigail's boots as she stepped into a world unlike any she had visited before. Towering, hollow-eyed buildings flanked her on both sides, their crumbling facades whispering of war and ruin. Smoke coiled lazily in the air, and the silence was deafening. She exhaled, feeling the Ghost Rider stir within her. The spirit of vengeance never rested, but even it seemed uncertain in this desolate landscape. Then she saw her, a lone figure emerging from the wreckage. The woman's armor gleamed like tempered steel, a fusion of machine and human, her golden hair a stark contrast to the cold, synthetic plating. A glowing red core pulsed at her waist, radiating a dangerous energy. She held a weapon, its barrel aimed downward, but primed for battle. Abigail took a step forward. "Who are you?" The warrior did not answer at first. Her gaze, cold and calculating, swept over Abigail as if analyzing a threat. "You do not belong here," she finally said. "Turn back." The Ghost Rider snarled in Abigail's soul, sensing something beneath the surface. Pain. Duty. An unbreakable will forged in fire. "I'm not here to fight," Abigail said carefully, "but I don't turn away when someone needs help." The armored woman's fingers tightened around her weapon. There is no one left to save. A metallic screech tore through the silence. Shadows moved in the distance. Monstrous machines with jagged limbs, glowing eyes like molten iron. The hunter drones had found them. Abigail's hands ignited in ethereal blue flames. The Ghost Rider's power surged, but she held it back. This wasn't her war. But the woman before her, she had fought for so long, for so many. "I don't need saving," the warrior whispered. "But if you stand with me, we might both survive." Abigail smiled grimly. "Good enough." The battle erupted in a storm of fire and steel. Abigail's chain burned through metal limbs, the Ghost Rider's wrath searing through circuits and wires. The warrior fought with ruthless precision, her enhanced reflexes outpacing the relentless tide of machines. When the dust settled, only silence remained. The warrior looked at Abigail, something shifting in her gaze. Respect. Maybe even gratitude. Abigail nodded. "Your war's not over. But at least now, you know you don't have to fight alone." She turned toward the swirling portal that had brought her here, stepping through before the Ghost Rider could say otherwise. High above, beyond the boundaries of time and space, a silent observer watched. This meeting was not chance, the Watcher mused. A lone guardian of vengeance and a soldier bound to war, two forces shaped by their worlds. And yet, they fought together. His gaze lingered on the fading embers of battle. There is hope in alliances yet to be forged. Perhaps, in the grand weave of destiny, these paths will cross again. And with that, the Watcher turned his eyes to the next unfolding story. Ich hoffe, die Geschichte trifft genau deinen Stil.